A vintage bicycle bell rings twice. Steady acoustic guitar strumming. Hey. The iron frame was covered in rust, but it felt like a chariot to me, leaving behind a cloud of summer dust. As we rolled down toward the silver sea, I held on to his waist so very tight. My small head buried in the worn out cold. We chased the fading in the light, like a sturdy wooden mountain boat. Ride on until the break of dawn. Every fear and every doubt is gone. My father's dad was a mountain high, against the canvas of the burning sky. He didn't say much as we went along, just hummed a tune from a distant year. But his stylish shape was a powerful song that kept away the shadows and the fear. Left to pine trees in the field of calm, under the watch of the rising moon. The world was quiet, music born in the rhythm of that summer afternoon. Ride on until the break of dawn. Every fear and every doubt is gone. My father's back was a mountain high, against the canvas of the burning sky. Now the bike is leaning in the shed, and his hair has turned to winter white. But all the words that he never said still got me through the darkest night. I hope he knows I'm riding still with the lessons that he gave to me. Over every valley, every hill, trying to be the man he wanted me to be. Got a wheel, stop standing at the road is long. Gonna thank you, Dad, for staying strong. A steady tick of an old clock, the upright bass line. Tall wooden case against the wall, keeping me steady on his pace. Grandpa sits in his leather chair with a quiet smile upon his face. Pipe smoke curls like a ghost, rising up to the ceiling high. He watches the birds on the porch under the vast and silent sky. Tick-tock, how the time flies. I say the truth within his eyes. Legacy built with tired hands across the green and lonely lands. He tells me tales so long ago, old map spread across his knee. A silver watch on a heavy chain, he hands it down today to me. His voice is like the gravel road, rough but steady, deep and kind. He taught me how to walk the path and leave the bitter past behind. Tick-tock, how the time flies. I see the truth within his eyes. Legacy built with tired hands across the brain and lonely land. Stay wise and true, he whispers low, placing a hand upon my head. The moon is rising over the hill while the rest of the world's in bed. His hair is white as winter snow, but his heart is a burning flame. I'll carry the weight of his love and the honor of our family name. Clap wings of soft chime. I was resting now. Tick, 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 tick. Steam rising from the past. Warm road melody begins. Yeah. The steam. Yes. Sing. Steam rising from the past. Steam rising from the past. See, hundreds some guy used to know who can guard the kitchen door. The kettle starts a gentle whistle. Morning air is sweet and slow. Right here is where I belong. Watching the golden daylight roll, 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 roll. There is love in every breath. Words that she does never say. Safe within these four walls. Before the quiet even falls. A cup of tea to start the day. Sweet strawberry jam and a toast. Of all the places in this world, this is the one I miss the most. She smiles without a single word, wiping the flour from my brow. Everything felt so simple then. I wish I could go back there now. There is love in every breath. Words that she has never said. Safe within these walls. Before the quiet even falls. The house is small, my house is full. I was a happy little boy. Now the years have fallen away. Trading my time for lucky joy. But the Santa never stays. Deep inside my tight soul, keeping all the broken pieces, making my heavy heart feel whole. Kitchen is quiet now. Mom is still smiling. Kitchen is quiet. Kitchen is quiet. Kitchen is quiet. Steam rising from the pot. Steam rising from the pot. Once upon a time there was a cave. Stars with a salt on the dark lake. Forest of sugar, river of milk. Dragon in clouds, softer than silk. Flying on dreams. Night is a stage, turning the light on every page. Wizard in woods, magic 01. Golden fish jump in the small pond. Castle of glass, prince in the tower. Counting the petals on every flower. On dreams. Night is a stage. Childhood is gone, stories remain etched in my soul like gentle rain. Close your eyes, sweet dreams, kid. Close your eyes, sweet dreams, kid. Rain on 10, South Course. Rain on 10, South Course. Gray sky, small rain, paper boat, down drain, run fast, wet feet, cold mud, so sweet where it goes. No one knows. Childhood, like a rose. Tiny hands, hold it tight, pure white, in the light. Lost now, far away. Wish I could stay where it goes. No one knows. Childhood, like a rose. Rain stops, quiet now. Old friend, gone high. Still I walk alone. 4-1, what time? Simple and prime. Rain stops, quiet now. Rain stops. Rain stops. Rain stops. Rain stops. Rain stops. Quiet now. One drop. One drop is racing down the foggy pane, trying to beat the others to the edge. I'm listening to the rhythm of the rain as it splashes on the cold stone ledge. The world outside is a girl of green, a watercolor paint left out in the wet. It's the quietest thing I've ever seen, a moment that I haven't finished yet. A rainy day and a blue heart. The world is falling slowly apart, but in the silence I find my peace as the city noises finally cease. I draw a little heart upon the mist with the tip of my finger, small and cold, remembering the people that I missed and all the stories that were never told. The tea is getting cold inside the mug, but I don't mind the cooling of the day. I'm wrapped inside a warm and heavy rug, watching the troubles wash themselves away. A rainy day and a blue heart. The world is falling slowly apart, but in the silence I find my peace as the city noises finally cease. Let the new morning Birds chirping. Birds chirping. Birds chirping. Birds. Dirty fingernails, smell of the soil. Hard working days, years of the toil. Green pepper vines, tangled and tall. Grandpa is waiting by the stone wall. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows what the heart needs. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows what the heart needs. A scarecrow in rags, dancing with wind. Harvest of gold, where we begin. Sweet roasted corn, smoke from the hut. Tail of the tiger, eyes half shut. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows what the heart needs. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows. Winter is coming, fields turning brown. Letters he wrote, sent to the town. Messy old script, filled with his care. Telling me, son, life is so fair. Earth and the sun, always is one. Slow baseline. Birds chirping. Birds chirping. Birds chirping. Birds. Dirty fingernails, smell of the soil. Hard working days, years of the toil. Green pepper vines, tangled and tall. Grandpa is waiting by the stone wall. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows what the heart needs. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows what the heart needs. A scarecrow in rags, dancing with wind. Harvest of gold, where we begin. Sweet roasted corn, smoke from the hut. Tail of the tiger, eyes half shut. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows what the heart needs. Roots in the ground, love in the seeds. Always he knows. Winter is coming, fields turning brown. Letters he wrote, sent to the town. Messy old script, filled with his care. Telling me, son, life is so fair. Earth and the sun, always is one. Soft guitar strum, wind chimes ringing. Soft guitar strum, wind chimes ringing, 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 ringing. Dusty old road, go to sunset. Grandma's porch, warm tea scent. Wooden floor creaks, summer wind blows. Time stays still, deep in my heart. Home is where you are. Green hills far away, sweet old lullaby. Safe in your arms. Wrinkle soft hands, peeling the pear. Quiet blue sky, nothing to fear. Crickets low song, and night falls down. Sleepy small town, love stays here. Home is where you are. Green hills far away, sweet old lullaby. Safe in your arms. Rain, 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 rain on the roof. Rain, 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 rain. Phone chimes ring, 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 ring. Sound of pages turning slowly. Soft, melancholy piano melody. I found a note in my old math book. Faded blue ink on a wrinkled page. It brings back the way your laughter shook before we step onto this lonely stage. The classroom does dance to the light while I try to find the words to say, but I kept my secret out of sight and watched you slowly walk away. My first love, the story never told. A piece of silver, a heart of gold. We were young and far too shy underneath the vast and summer sky. The school bell rang with a heavy sound, echoing through the empty hall. Your footsteps never touched the ground as you leaned against the bright red wall. I wrote your name in the corner margin, a tiny world where you were mine, before the adult life could bar in and draw a cold and distant line. My first love, a story never told. A piece of silver, a heart of gold. We were young and far too shy underneath the vast and summer sky. Now the ink is pale and hard to read, like a dream that's slipping through my hand. I have everything a man could need, but I'm still a boy in a foreign land. Looking back at the days we shared, wishing I had reached for you back then, to show you that I truly care before the clock struck 10:30. The ink is faded, the room is still. I miss you now and always will. The snow. The first flake landed on my frozen nose, a tiny star from a distant winter sky. The cold wind whistles as it comes and goes, watching the birds as they start to fly. The world is turning into silent white, covering the houses in the empty street. A miracle in the middle of the night, making the bitter winter air so sweet. The snow is a dream, and the cold crisp stream. In the moonlight, it starts to gleam. The village is sleeping under the veil, like a character in a winter tale. My boots are sinking smoking in the powder deep, leaving the trail to the kitchen door while the rest of the mountain is in sleep. I don't think I could ask for any more. My breath is rising like a silver cloud, disappearing in the frozen air. The silence is so beautiful and loud, finding the magic that is everywhere. The snow is a dream and a cold clear stream, in the moonlight, with sparks get stars to gleam. The village is sleeping under the veil, like a character in a winter tale. A small brown bird is sitting in the tree, looking at me with his curious eyes. It seems to know the secret of being free under the weight of the heavy skies. Winter is the time to rest and wait, to find a peace that's hidden in the cold, before the spring can open up the gate and tell the stories that have not been told. A wide, wide world and a heart at rest. Winter is the time I love the best. Dust motes dancing in the sunbeam, vinyl crackle and soft roads chords.
Open on the beat, I get deep, tank deep.
The shells are reaching for the ceiling high, filled with the wisdom of 1,000 years, under the watch of the librarian's eye. We hid our laughter and we dried our tears. The paper is thin and yellowed at the edge, smelling of vanilla and the ancient dust. We made a silent and a sacred pledge to keep these stories in our solemn trust. Open the book and open the door. Magic is scattered across the floor, from a tiny child to a weary sage. We live a lifetime on every page. I found an atlas from a world long gone, with empires that have crumbled into sand. I read until the breaking of the dawn, traveling across a distant frozen land. The footsteps echo on the wooden floor, a soft reminder of the passing time. I don't wanna walk out of the door and leave this mountain that I've tried to climb. Open the book and open the door. Magic is scattered across the floor, from a tiny child to a weary sage. We live a lifetime on every page. Now I work in a building made of glass, with digital screens and the plastic soul. I watch the busy, hurry people pass, trying to find a way to feel some control. But when I smell an old and dusty book, I'm back in the corner of that quiet room, giving the world a second longer look, finding a flower in the middle of the bloom. The last page is closed, the light is dim, the cup of knowledge is filled to the brim. Crickets chirping in the tall grass, soft acoustic guitar plucks. The old rope hangs from the oak tree, waiting for a child to fly away. I remember the wind in my hair at the end of a long summer day. Moonlight spills across the lawn, silver shadows start to dance. We believed in magic then, back when we had a fighting chance. Swing high and touch the sky, don't ever stop to ask me why. The world was ours to hold and keep, before the village went to sleep. The dirty feet, stained t-shirts, run till our lungs would burn. Life was a book, open doors with a new lesson on every turn. Laughter echoes from the past, vivid as the morning One of the boughs is broken down. I've grown up way too fast in this cold and busy town. But if I close my weary eyes, I can feel the motion scarred again. Back to the rhythm of the road. Back to the boy I was back then. The backyard is empty, but the memories while you gone. Yeah, ay, ay. An old torn tent in a cardboard box, hidden deep where the tall trees grow. No adults allowed, no keys or locks, only the secrets that the children know. We were the kings of the forest floor, with wooden swords and a plastic crown. We didn't need a single thing more than the muddy trails of our little town. Our own world, a sacred space. No one else can find this place where the magic is real and the time is slow. In the golden light of the long ago. Ay, ay, ay. We drew our maps on the dark brown dirt, planning adventures that would never end. Wiping the sweat on a dirty shirt with my very first and my truest friend. The river was an ocean wide and deep. The old oak tree was a castle tower, while the rest of the world was fast asleep. We rolled the earth for a single hour. Our own world, a sacred space. No one else can find this place where the magic is real and the time is slow. In the golden light of the long ago. The woods are gone and the base is lost, replaced by concrete and the city lights. I didn't know what the growing up cost until I spent the lonely urban nights. But sometimes I hear a distant bird call, and I'm back in the bushes, hiding low, watching the summer shadows fall, refusing to let the king know. Dinner is ready, it's time to run. We were the masters of the sun. Crackle sound, crackle sound, crackle sound.
What Rose Melody?
I'm Daniel, I'm Daniel crackle sound. Daniel crackle sound. Black leather shoes, wearing out soles. Sunday morning, coffee in bowls. Father's newspaper, yes, his own nose. Garden of lilies, watering hose. Taller than mountains, he was my hero. Quiet and strong, never let go. Hand in his hand, small steps I take. Giant's wide shadow by the blue lake. Deep, deep gravel voice telling me truths. Building my dreams, fixing my youth. Taller than mountains, he was my hero. Quiet and strong, never let go. Work, work to the night, sweat on his brow, giving his all. I see it now. Heavy white hair, kind weary eyes, silent devotion, no more disguise. Thank you always. Sleep tight now. Thank you always. Sleep tight now. Thank you always. Final crackle sound, frozen melody. Final crackle sound. 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 Crackle sound. Crackle sound. Laying at the shoe, 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 shoe. Vinyl crackle sound. Like divine rays. Sleep tight down. Vinyl crackle. Vinyl crackle sound. Vinyl crackle. Vinyl crackle sound. Vinyl crackle sound. Vinyl crackle sound. There's a red rose growing by the well, and a bluebell dancing in the breeze. Grandma has a story she wants to tell under the shade of the apple trees. I'm running through the patches of the sun with soil on my hands and on my knees. The day has only just begun, and I'm as happy as the honeybees. A garden of love and the sky of blue. Everything in the world is brand new. Grandma is calling me home for tea under the branches of the old oak tree. A butterfly is landing on a leaf with wings of orange and a dot of black. Childhood is a joy that is all too brief, and there is no way to ever go back. We pick the berries in a wicker bowl, staining our fingers with a purple hue. Good for the body and good for the soul, in the garden where the morning glory grew. A garden of love in the sky of blue. Everything in the world is brand new. Grandma is calling me home for tea under the branches of the old oak tree. The garden is smaller than I remember it now. The well is covered and the trees are old, but I still remember the sacred vow to keep the stories that she once told. The scent of lavender is in the wind, bringing me back to the girl I was, to the place where my life truly pinned. The simple reason and the simple cause. The sun is setting on the garden wall. I can still hear her gentle call. The crackle of logs in the fireplace. Deep, warm, shallow melody. Back is on the track. The snow is piling up against the door, turning the village into silent white. We're lying on the rug upon the floor, safe from the freezing fingers of the night. The red logs glow with a steady heat, casting the dance upon the wooden beams. Everything is peaceful and so sweet as we drift away into our winter dreams. A warm heart and a happy home. Never again will I have to roam. The fire is burning, the world is still over the valley and the frozen hill. Grandma is knitting in her favorite chair, a pair of socks for the coming year. The scent of pine is hanging in the air, and there isn't any room for any fear. Mom brings a pot of hot cocoa and milk with marshmallows floating on the top. The silence is as soft as the finest silk. I wish the ticking clock would finally stop. A warm heart and a happy home. Never again will I have to roam. The fire is burning, the world is still over the valley and the frozen hill. The years have passed and the fire is dim. The house feels bigger than it used to be. I'm looking at the frost upon the rim of the memories that stay inside of me. But I can still feel the warmth on my face and the love that filled up every single room. And the quiet, snowy, holy place that saved my spirit from the winter gloom. The embers are fading, the night is deep. Close your eyes and go to sleep. The sun is hanging like a heavy gold coin, blinding the eyes of the sleepy town. Every shadow is a place to join and lay our heavy burdens down. The tree shade is a cool and dark retreat, while the asphalt bubbles in the glare. We're walking through the shimmer of the heat with the scent of cut grass in the air. The buzzing song of the August days, lost in the warm and golden haze. Time is stretching like a rubber band across the surface of the quiet land. We bought an ice cream from the corner store and watched it melt upon our dusty hands. We couldn't ask for a single thing more than the simple life and the summer plans. The sky ends a deep and endless shade of blue with not a single cloud to break the view. I remember the look in the eyes of you when everything we said was pure and true. The buzzing song of the August days, lost in a warm and golden haze. Time is stretching like a rubber band across the surface of the quiet land. A distant train cries out a lonely note, calling the children to the world outside. I felt a lump beginning in my throat with nowhere left for a boy to hide. The summer is ending, the leaves will fall and the cicadas will eventually go quiet. But I still hear the echo of it all in the middle of the city's noisy riot. The sun is setting, the air is cool. Goodbye to the summer and the swimming pool. Golden light is fading in the west. Day is turning into a purple night. The sun is going to its final rest, taking away the warm and yellow light. There's sand still hiding in my whole shoes, a memory of the beach and the salty spray. I got nothing left for me to lose in the ending of this long and perfect day. The summer will end, my oldest friend, but the memories are ours to defend. The heat is leaving the evening air, leaving the shadows everywhere. The ice cream is melting on the sidewalk, a sticky reminder of the fun we had. We spent the hours in our lazy talk about the things that made us feel so glad. But now the years are passing by so fast, like a train that never stops at any station. I wanna make the exist across the borders of this weary nation. The summer will end, my oldest friends, but the memories are ours to defend. The heat is leaving the evening air, leaving the shadows everywhere. It's time to go back to the busy school, to the rules and the clocks and the gray stone walls. But I don't keep the secret of the swimming pool and the way the summer twilight falls. I remember the feeling of being free with the wind in my hair and the sun on my face and the person that I used to be in that beautiful and golden place. A cool wind blows, the sky is deep. Goodbye, summer, until we meet.